Welcome back to another Rainbow Cup video. Today we're going to be talking about another confusion user, and in my opinion, the best confusion user. Don't underestimate him due to his low combat power. He is not a Pokemon that you can scramble. The Pokemon on today's breakfast menu is going to be Exeggcute. First and foremost, to stay up to date on all the Silph Arena and PvP content, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you will be the first person to watch the video. Now off to the video. How can half a dozen eggs even remotely be able to compete with the rest of the Rainbow Cup meta? Here is how. Exeggcute is a half grass, half psychic type Pokemon. That means he can counter some of the top tier water Pokemon in the meta. Do you know which water type Pokemon we're talking about? Yes, of course, we're talking about Quagsire and Lantern. This means that Exeggcute can take the grass slot on your team of 6. That means you can have Exeggcute and Venusaur on your team of 6. But when you're choosing to pick which Pokemon you want to use for your team of 3, you can switch it up between the Exeggcute and the Venusaur. It's your choice really, but you'll really throw them off. Another thing I love about Exeggcute is the fact that he has Confusion as his fast move. That means he can counter the grass poison type. Who are we thinking about? Of course, Venusaur, Ivysaur, and of course you can also even counter Venomoth. Quagsire, Lantern counters a big portion of the meta. The thing you have to be careful for when using Exeggcute is going up against the bug type Pokemon, the flying type Pokemon, the fire type Pokemon. But the thing is, depending on situation and the shields between you and your opponent, you also have as your secondary move, Ancient Power, which if you can land an Ancient Power on one of those type of Pokemon, you're going to be doing a drastic amount of damage to them. That's right, I did say it. Ancient Power. That is the main reason to why I like Exeggcute over Exeggecutor. Another reason why I like Exeggcute over Exeggecutor is because Exeggcute, even though he doesn't hit that 1500 mark, he still has a higher bulk than Exeggecutor does. Now after some battles, we're going to be going into round 1 starting off with our Raichu, and he's going to be going in with his Mantine. Now this is a very positive matchup for us just because Electric does counter both water and flying, and he's going to switch out right away and go in with his Venusaur. Now this Venusaur, as you can tell here, is a Razor Leaf Venusaur. So we're pretty good here. He's not going to be getting as much energy gain, so we're putting a amazing damage into him with Confusion, and we're going to try to get him with that Ancient Power, hopefully either get a shield or we're going to finish him, basically take out the rest of his health. Now he's going to go in, he's going to try to use his Sludge Bomb, and we're going to shield that right away because that Sludge Bomb would completely ruin our Exeggcute. And now we're just going to finish him off with some Confusions, and we're going to have so much energy gain for that next Pokemon that's going to be coming in. So now we're just waiting a little bit. I think he lagged a little bit, and now he's going to be coming in with his Mantine again. So now we're going to go in with our Ancient Power, but we couldn't get it off. And now we're going to go in with our Raichu who has energy. So we're going to go Thunder Punch and hopefully bait another shield or just do a crazy amount of damage into him. So there you go. There's the second shield. And now he's going to try to do an Aerial Ace to us. And we're like, nah, no problem. Do your Aerial Ace. We're good. So now we're going to be doing a lot more Thunder Shocks. And then we're going to go in with the Thunder Punch. And now with that Thunder Punch, we're going to be able to finish off that Mantine no problem. There it is. So that's the difference between the problem with Mantine is because he is both water and flying. He gets super effective damage to basically one shot by any electrical charge move. So now he's going to be going with his Raichu, and we have our Raichu with some energy. So we're going to shield here. This is because we're going to go right in with Wild Charge. Wild Charge is going to just do a crazy amount of damage. We just took out half his health, and in the back we still have our Quagsire. So we're like, okay, no problem, no problem. Just put as much damage as we can with this Raichu because we know that we have Quagsire in the back. So there we go. Now he's going to be finishing us off with a Thunder Punch, and that's going to finish off our Raichu, and then our Quagsire is going to come in with some Mud Shots and basically finish off that Raichu, and that is the end of round 1. Now off to round 2. We're going to be starting off with our Ninetales. Now this is the first time I'm actually trying out Ninetales, trying to see exactly what we can do with it. Now our Ninetales has Flamethrower and Solar Beam. Yes, Flamethrower and Solar Beam. Solar Beam, shout out to Maddie F Baby. And now he's going to be going in. We're thinking he's going to be using Stone Edge, so we're going to block that. And he comes in with Sludge Bomb, so we take the bait. And now we're trying to go with another Flamethrower, and for some reason it decides to not do it, because we want to basically see if we can get to Solar Beam and then try to bait with a Flamethrower. And we're like, ay. So now we're like, you know what, second shield it. Now make him really think that we're going to go with Solar Beam. So we're like, okay, you know what, Flamethrower, just bait the shield, see exactly what we can do. So now we go with the Flamethrower, the shield is up. And now we have no shields and he has one shield, but we should be able to get to this Flamethrower before he gets off another Stone Edge. So now we get the Flamethrower off, and now we're either going to be doing a decent amount of damage or we're going to be taking off the second shield. There's the second shield, and now we're like, no problem, both shields are down on both sides of the court, and we're okay. We lowered that Quagsire down enough. We do have our Exeggcute coming in now. And now he's going to be hitting with just confusions until we get to the Seed Bomb. Now we're like, okay, we should be okay. We have no shield, but he had Sludge Bomb, and Sludge Bomb does a drastic amount of damage to our Exeggcute. So now we're going to be using Seed Bomb, and then Seed Bomb, because he has no shields, takes out the Quagsire, and we do have a little bit of energy before that next Pokemon comes in. He's gonna be coming with Charizard, and we're like, okay, yeah, that's pretty much it for our Exeggcute. But we do have our Quagsire. Our Quagsire is gonna be going in against that Charizard, and Charizard basically has like no matchup against Quagsire. Like, it's like guaranteed loss. But now he switches out, and he's gonna be coming in with his Venusaur. Now remember, he has no shields, but remember, our Quagsire is pretty much dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter anyway. We're gonna lose this. So that is the end of round 2. Now going into round 3, we're gonna be starting off with our Exeggcute as the lead, and he's gonna be starting off with Quagsire, and we know how this matchup goes. If you've been watching the whole video, you know that Exeggcute does decently well against Quagsire. So we're gonna go hit him with confusion until we get that Seed Bomb. Now I think he's gonna be able to get his Sludge Bomb off first, just because Mudshot has so much energy gain, it's so quick. And we're like, boom, Sludge Bomb, we're shielding 100%, and we're gonna go in with the Seed Bomb. We clicked that thing, we were smashing that Seed Bomb because we're like, okay, we gotta get this quick because we got to get to the second Seed Bomb. So boom, we use it, and he doesn't shield. He doesn't shield, and that Quagsire is gone. So now again, our Exeggcute has like almost full health, and we already down one Pokemon. Again, he has the shield advantage, but it's okay. So now he comes in with the Azumarill, and we're like, okay, fine. We can do just a little bit of damage to him. So we're like, okay, cool, let's do it with the Seed Bomb. We got rid of the Quagsire, so we're good. Exeggcute has done his job, so now we're going to do as much damage as we can to the Azumarill. So now he's going to go in and try to do the Ice Beam. But we're like, you know what? No, let's go with another Seed Bomb in. Let's try to do as much damage as we can to that Azumarill, because the Confusion still does decently damage. So now we're going to go in and try to hit him with the Seed Bomb. And now he's either going to shield or he's going to take it. So now he shields. And there we go. We take down his first shield. We have no shields, and we're like, okay, you know what? We got to switch out. Switch out. Try to switch out. Boom, we get the switch out right before, and we bring in our Ninetales. That was such a problem. We did not want to bring in the Ninetales. We wanted to bring in the Raichu. It did not work out very well for us, but it's okay. Let's live. We live with it. So now we're just gonna go in and do as much damage as we can with that Fire Spin, and then we're gonna go in and try to do the Flamethrower. Now we're gonna take the second shield. Yep, we take the second shield, and now he's gonna be hitting us with an Ice Beam. Now that Ice Beam would basically take out our Ninetales, or leave him just with a little bit of damage. But again, Bubble is going to take us out. We did a little bit more damage to that Azumarill. But like, okay, that's fine. We're good. And now we're going to be coming in. We're waiting on the switch clock just because we did have that switch. And now we're going to be coming in with our Raichu. Now our Raichu should be doing, basically should finish him off. No, we couldn't finish him off. But now he's going to try to hit us with Ice Beam. Ice Beam does a little bit of decent damage to our Raichu, but it's okay. Now we're like, we know we can finish him off with just fast moves. We know we can do this. So now whatever's going to be coming in, we're going to be hitting with a Wild Charge. There's no shield, so we're going to be going full charge with that Wild Charge. And we're like, okay, cool, awesome. Let's just do as much as we can. And then we're going to just get as much energy, and we're going for that Thunder Punch. We're gunning for the Thunder Punch, but the Thunder Punch couldn't go off. But again, we do have our Exeggcute. Do not forget about the Exeggcute with the confusions. And then we're going to go in and do it with our Ancient Power and finish off that Venusaur. See what I mean? Exeggcute took out both Quagsire and Venusaur in round 3. I couldn't have made it show have a better show of Exeggcute myself. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the new PvP and Silph Arena content. As you guys can see, Exeggcute is a great Pokemon to have on your team of 6. He's a generalist and he takes down the big guys of the meta. Just remember though, Exeggcute maxes out at 1175 at 100% IV, so he will be lower down from the 1500 mark, and you'd have to get him all the way to level 40, which is going to be a huge Stardust cost. So again, if you have an Exeggcute, make sure he has 15 attack. He has to have 15 attack for him to be super viable in the cup. That is his breaking point, so make sure you do have him at 15 attack. And overall, hopefully you have him as a lucky, because that is a huge Stardust cost. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys on the next one.